Yo, welcome to DCA Adventure. I'm your host Jay, back again for a midweek crypto market update. Guys, if you love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Trading is super risky. Most of you guys know the spiel already. If you guys are wondering where I'm trading, check out the links in the description. I got all kinds of places. I got Bybit, Phemex, Pionex, Coinbase. I'm a little bit of everywhere. Pancake Swap for crypto. If you're interested in stocks, look at Firstrade. Deposit nothing, get a free stock. They also do crypto trading there too. 0 trading fees, so super kick ass on Firstrade. I'm doing all my TA, all my charting over on TradingView. You guys definitely need to sign up for this. Link in the description. Get the free subscription. That's all you need. Join the DCA Discord and message Variant 8, and I will send you some free tools. If you're learning how to trade, you're brand new in the crypto space, stock market space, any of it, and you're wanting to learn how to trade, you want access to some trading tools, some private channels inside a Discord room, maybe where you're getting some signals here and there, then join the DCA Patreon group and join my tier Trading with View. And for $25 a month, you guys are going to get access to a couple different private channels inside the DCA Discord where you are going to get signals. You're going to get play-by-play trades, when I'm trading, why I'm trading, all that good stuff. All kinds of chats in there of different projects and stuff that the Patreons are looking at. So you don't want to miss out on that, like I said, and you'll get access to all kinds of different tools too. So pretty good deal. Looking for some DogeLord coffee, DogeLord apparel, cryptocurrency merch, anything of the sort. You guys need to go over to DogeLord.com, check this promo. What up, MC? How you doing, brother? Alright, we're jumping right on over here to CoinGecko, my favorite place to look at the overall cryptocurrency market. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin is down for 7.1% for the last 7 days, coming in at $20,013. Ethereum is down 6.8% for the week, coming in at $1,552. BNB is down 7% at $278. XRP down 5.6%, coming in at 32 cents. Cardano 4.2 in the red, coming in at 44. Solana down 11.9, coming in at $31. We're going to chart Solana tonight. That $30 to 36 I think is a pretty hefty resistance. Hopefully you guys watched last week's video. Hopefully you took heed to any of that I said. It was pretty on point with what I said was going to happen for the week. Nailed it. So definitely get in the Discord. Join the Discord. It's free. There's all kinds of good free info. You don't have to necessarily be a Patreon to get some of the good juicy details on some of these cryptocurrencies, right? If you were in the Discord, you do know that we're shorting these pumps. We're not looking to buy anything right now. We're not looking to long. And I'm primarily speaking when leverage trading, right? Leverage trading, you need to be using stop losses and stuff like that. You know, not so much if you're spot trading with a spot loss. Normally if you're spot trading, you're pretty much investing, in my opinion. You're going to be holding. You do the real trading with leverage. Way more riskier, but make way more monies. So like a lot of these, if you let these pump back up, and as long as they are testing you know, a prominent moving average or a big significant area of resistance, it's a good idea to take a short leveraged position on most of these assets. And I told my guys in the Patreon group, short every pump, don't matter what it is. If it's going up, short it. I've had quite a few good trades over the week. I've been doing a lot more trading. I like trading in a bear market. Super easy to make money, especially with your trading account. That thing can be making money 24/7, right? Especially if you're only hunting short leverage positions. So you're letting your trading account go up naturally when Bitcoin just goes up all by itself. And then all you have to do is hunt down where it's going to go down at. Where's the top, right? And then we're going to force Bitcoin to make us money on the way down. It's the beautiful thing of leverage, but it is very, very, very risky. If you don't know too much about leverage, definitely hit me up. I'll give you some links on where to go, where to sign up, and how to get started. If you do not know what you're doing, you're going to lose a lot of money learning. So hit me up. I will help you out. I'd rather you not lose any money and we spend, 20-30 minutes on trying to get you squared away. What up, Tech Man? How you doing, bro? You driving? Good old Dogecoin down 11.1%, coming in at 6 cents. Polkadot down 8.4%, coming in at $7. Shibs down 9.3, coming in at 1,000,000, 1210. I've been trading this a lot on Bybit. Now, why in the hell is that coming up? I don't know why my... Quit Discord just because my kid was playing Fortnite on my computer earlier, but my Xbox game bar keeps popping up and it's really pissing me off. I'm gonna have to go into the settings after this video, so sorry if it pops up. I know it's annoying you guys. All mowing, I know. I think I might only have 1 or 2 more mows left for the year. We're done mowing. We're jumping right back here to the Bitcoin daily chart. This is what we drew in here last week. Stretch this on out. Okay, so last week it said we were getting down here. Last week we were pretty overextended, but we were getting down in here. Momentum was dropping down, and you can see on this momentum wave. Now, if you are a DCA Patreon, you have this tool. This is a DCA oscillator. Anyway, you can see that momentum clips off, and we get that buy sign right now we're printing the new daily. Like right now as we speak, we just printed the new daily. We're just starting. So 2 days ago's candles. On this red candle, we printed a buy sign on the oscillator. Be watching for the pop up to this next level, right around that 21,700 area. This is going to be a nice little decent area of resistance on Bitcoin. Somehow, some way, we are still getting held up by this little area over here to the left of the chart. Still trading underneath that 200-day moving average, is still pretty bearish. But we are going to see a move to this upside. We did get a bearish cross on the 21 and 50. So, guys, short-term Bitcoin bear market still. I'm still very bearish, not looking for any kind of crazy significant moves. That does not mean there are not going to be other assets that are going to take a move, because we all know that usually when, everything follows Bitcoin, right? But there's quite a few different assets doing their own thing, like Ethereum. Ethereum's kind of doing its own thing right now. We're going to look at Ethereum. But it's not looking good, you guys. It's looking like Bitcoin is in another bear flag pattern. Looks like we're creating another bear flag. So you can see that we had a bear flag here, big one, drop, another bear flag, drop, small bear flag, drop. Now we're going to do another small bear flag. This is do or die for Bitcoin. I mean, this body of support, we cannot break down below that 17.5. We break below that 17.5, we're going to see 13, we're going to see 12. We could even wick all the way down to 8K area. I know Nefarious Technology is calling for that 8K area. Somewhere's right around in there for a bottom. It's very possible, you guys. It's in the charts. 13,000. That's going to be this box down here, 13.5, all the way down to 11.8. So be looking for that, guys. This is do or die on Bitcoin right now. Do or die. Everybody should be paying attention to this. Everybody should be talking about this. Now, you scroll way out, right? You scroll way out, and you kind of could say, well, that might be a little bit of a shoulder, humongous head, another shoulder. We're right back kind of at this previous market structure, and we're kind of holding it. So let's see what happens. As long as we don't break this box of support on Bitcoin, we'll be all right. We're going to consolidate. We're going to go sideways. We're going to start making these pop-ups to the 21, the 50-day moving average. Definitely would expect to be rejected there probably a couple times as we are consolidating and building this nice base. We're starting to get some nice layers of resistance in there. So, you know, it's good and bad that we're doing this, right? Because we're not going any lower for the time being, but yet we're not making any new higher highs. Momentum's not there. We need momentum. Hopefully, this yellow line right here, this was a measurement off a bear flag pattern. Hopefully this doesn't come to light, but this is kind of giving you a guesstimation on where price could go. And the bottom, that's right around 16,200. So be watching Bitcoin, guys. Very important right now that we don't break these areas. 3-day charts, moving averages are looking super bearish. We go out to a week chart. Now, one real bearish thing that I see, we got this 50-week moving average starting to curl down here and go towards this 200. If this 200 weekly moving average starts to cross up and we actually get a death cross on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, it's not going to be good. It's very bearish, and I don't think we've even had that happen ever in Bitcoin's history on the weekly chart where the 50 was underneath the 200. So this could spell disaster possibly for Bitcoin. Like I said, guys, the next area, like if we could get through where we're at now, we could make a closing candle above our pivot, and our pivot's going to be right around that 23,000-ish area. If we can get a close above there, we're going to take a shot going all the way back up to the $35,000 area on Bitcoin. But in my opinion, I think we're going to do a nice consolidation and grind our way to the downside. This is not that significant. Not that significant. Go out here to the monthly. I'm going to go ahead and remove all the drawings now, see a little bit clearer. So on the monthly, we did close under the 50-month moving average. So now we are over here. This is 831, which I don't know why it's printing another candle, because it's actually saying that it's 1 month till the next candle closes. So it's already printed, but we're not over technically on my time zone. So it's actually whatever time zone they're trading this in, or this chart is getting its data from, it is the next day, so, or for the next month, right? So September now. So another consecutive close, monthly candle, 1, 2, 3 now, 3 months under that 50-month moving average. So that's bearish, 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 bearish. So now that 50-month is acting as resistance. We know anytime that we're trading underneath of a moving average, it does act as resistance. That 50-week moving at 50-month moving average is lining. It was lining up pretty close with this 2018 high. I remember talking to you guys about this, saying probably come down to the 50-month, but as time moves on, so does the moving average. But that's pretty close on what I said. This is kind of a bear flag formation on the monthly. A couple more months and it keeps doing what it's doing, and it does this, that's going to be a bear flag. That's also going to spell disaster. So Not very many bullish things, bullish scenarios on Bitcoin, you guys. As of right now, I'm still only shorting. If we were to pop up here to that 50-month moving average, and that's right around that 22,200, I'm going to take a short. It's definitely worth trying to take it every time we test the moving averages. As you can see over here, we respect them pretty good. Now, if you want to, you can go down to a faster moving average, and I'll show you how to do that. So right now we're using the 20 and the 50, and we're on a monthly time frame. So this 21 moving average is calculating the last 21 months, so the last 21 candles, closing average price, and this is how we're getting the moving average. But if you want to use a faster one, so the smaller the number, the faster the moving average. You'll type in MA, you'll click moving average. I need to get rid of one of my indicators I got up. We'll get rid of regular RSI. But you go up here, you'll type in MA, get your moving average. Now you're going to go up to the top left, hover over the moving average, get the cogwheel, click it, go to inputs, and let's say you want to use an 8. Now looking on a monthly, you can go even faster and use like a 5, right? Use a 5 style. Make it yellow, and when you click the color, you can come down and make the line even thicker. Click OK, and now you're using a faster moving average. You can trade this faster moving average. As you can see, it definitely respects it a lot more. So when we're above it, it's acting as support. When we are below it, it is acting as resistance, and it works pretty well. The lowest I'll go is a 9. 9's pretty fast. It'll give you pretty good information. Alright, let's jump over to Ethereum. So Ethereum, we got this nice V-shaped recovery on a weekly chart. It hit that 21 week and rejected there. This is exactly why I would take that short leverage position. Not only is that 21 week acting as resistance, but looking on the left of the chart, you can see that we have old support over there acting as resistance as well. Same with right here. So several areas. So that would have been a nice short position there. Coming down, it looks like Ethereum is going to go back up there and try to test that 21 week moving average again. And right now it's sitting at 1797, almost 1800. By the time we get up there and test it, it'll probably be more around like the 1715 area. We definitely don't want to break below 1000. We break below 1000, you guys, that's going to show pretty big weakness in Ethereum, and we'll probably drop all the way back down to like the 900. And bounce around there for a little bit, right around 845 to 900, probably in between 8 and 1000. Probably bounce around. If that area breaks, then it's all the way back down to the 400s, and that would be crazy, but it's definitely very, very possible. Bearish scenarios on Ethereum: inverse cup and handle. Okay, and that's when instead of a regular cup and handle that's bullish, you get an inverse one where it's upside down. Those are bearish. So we'll see what happens here. Using that 200 week as support. As of right now, we are up above it. So Ethereum's being interesting right now. It's not doing what Bitcoin's doing. It's not running the same pattern like Bitcoin's running, like it normally does, and that's because of this merge. Bitcoin did have its bearish cross over with the 21 and 50 a couple days ago. Ethereum is just now getting it, and man, it could be coming close to a golden cross, you guys, if the trajectory of these moving averages stay the same. So let's just kind of, and I just need to finish a script that I got that kind of predicts where these are going. So let's just say this 50-day moving average isn't really curling. Let's just kind of say it's going straight. And if everything kind of stayed the same, October-ish, the 5th, the 6th of October, we could possibly be getting a golden cross on Ethereum. Now, if this happens, you guys, this is big. This is what we want to see all assets do. We want to see a golden cross. We want that 50-day moving average above the 200. We want the 21-day moving average above both the 50 and the 200. Once all three of those moving averages are set in line the way they're supposed to, it is then considered bull market, and it'll be off to the races. We all know on bearish moving average crossovers what happens, guys. We normally pump before we dump. Here you can see that we're about to get a bearish crossover where the 21-day is crossing underneath the 50. So our faster moving average is crossing under the slower moving average. This is bearish. So we're pumping. So watch for the rejection. Watch for us to reject right around that 1631 area and probably drop back down to this area right around 1250. Very possible. Chili's. I'm gonna look at Chili's token. I've been trading the shit out of this thing. Long, short, long, short. It's been easy peasy. I guess this is a fan token. All kinds of different stuff going on with this. All kinds of different partners. I did post in the Discord all the other partners. Those coins are probably going to take off at some point too. I shorted way up here at the top. I longed way down here a couple times. I did take 2 or 3 longs on Chili's. I haven't longed anything but this asset right here. But it's trying. It's making a move. And I don't know if anybody is still holding that Luna C, but holy crap, guys. The Luna Classic token, I know some people are bitter about it, but I bought over 1 million tokens when it went way super low. Right after they relisted it, pretty much. Right as soon as Pionex relisted it with BUSD, I bought 1 million tokens. So that was a nice, I think it's up, was up over, see if we can get the chart up here. Yep, so I bought down here right when it listed back on Pionex, and I mean, it's had some nice pumps, nice bear flag formation, or bull flag formation here, I'm sorry, nice bull flag formation, and then a nice pump up. Probably going to take a little bit of profit, let it come back down, but definitely this was up over 50%, so nice 50x gain on profits for me on this one. And as you can see, we're still not even overextended yet. We are technically in the area on the oscillator, but it has not printed anything as far as a momentum loss. So when you know momentum is losing and it's starting to fade out, you're going to see it in the oscillator. You're going to see it in the tool that we made. You'll see this momentum clip off into the other momentum wave, and then you're going to get the red dot saying, hey, top is in or sell. Hopefully this candle closes into a hammer candle, or it actually just keeps going up and we get another higher high. But it's doing good. Check a 3-day chart, so there's not going to be very much information, but just wanted to let anybody know if you're holding this, it's moving. If you're, you didn't get in, you bought back at $1 or whatever, you're still kind of screwed for a while. But be watching for Chili's to get back up to 23, 24 cent. Seems like a really good place to short. It's making a pretty nice level of support / resistance right there. So as of right now, it's acting as resistance. So I'm going to keep shorting this. Trying to see if we get this nice classic M pattern. I'm thinking we'll probably get back up here, even maybe into the 25 area, because a lot of times it only come 3/4 of the way up on the M. So like you got the part of your M here, and it'll come down, and then it'll come up, and it'll stop about right there, and then it'll come down. So I'm going to be watching for this. If it does get back up into that area, definitely going to nail me a nice big short again on this. If you're wondering where to short this, you can get on Bybit. Link is in the description. Take advantage of the links. You guys are going to get free trading fees by using the links and getting the bonus monies. And you can also do this over on PancakeSwap. I'm pretty sure Phemex has it, but I have not traded on Phemex here for the last couple weeks, so I'm not 100% on that. Jumping over here to Litecoin on the daily. Reset the chart here. Let me scroll this up. So you can still say this is a pretty big bear flag. You can redraw your lines in here. This is still a pretty big bear flag. Did get the bearish cross on Litecoin 21, just crossed over yesterday, the 31st of August, which technically is still that right now for me. But it did make that cross today then, and we're pumping. As you can see, it's pumping. So a possible jump back up to that 54, that 55 on Litecoin is very possible, but be looking for a rejection there. That 200-day moving average is coming down, you guys. It's coming down. So things are coming together, right? Things are starting to get closer. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. Usually, when there's more blood in the streets, in which I still think that there's going to be more blood in the streets, I still think we're going to have that one more big, stupid big dump where it really shocks and scares everybody. That's when we're going to see these moving averages line up together. Everything's going to make sense, and it's going to be bull run time. So it's getting closer, you guys. It's getting closer on certain assets. We want to see Bitcoin do this. Ethereum's already doing it. Ethereum is a lot closer to a golden cross than anything else is right now. Jumping over to like Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic already had its golden cross. So boom, it had it right here. And as you can see, when Ethereum Classic, as soon as it got its golden cross, it spiked. It got its golden cross at $31, and it went up to $37. Shitty thing though, we are back underneath that 50-day moving average. Did close with a gravestone doji candle. Gravestone doji looks like a gravestone upside down cross. These are pretty bearish. But what doesn't concern me too much though is it's not at the top of a pump, right? So if we would have had a nice big long run and we would have got it right here, like this gravestone doji, that's when you want to be worried about it, because then that's signaling reversal. What up, Mikkel? How you doing, brother? What up, Sonya Neer? Hope y'all doing good. So unfortunately, guys, for you guys just coming in, unfortunately, in my opinion, I still think that we have way more blood in the street to endure. Just keep your head on a swivel and be ready, because I think things can change very, very quickly. But as of right now, as far as the daily, weekly charts, things are pretty bearish. Pretty bearish across the board. Ethereum Classic, I'd like to see get back above that 50-day moving average. Get a close above 33, and then we'll have that chance to get back up above there and take a shot at the 36, the 37 area. This whole run from here to here was the golden cross. Or, I'm sorry, from here to here was the golden cross. So it doesn't mean it's done, right? On Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, anything, this is how the moving averages need to be set up. Technically, Ethereum Classic is in a bull run, is in a bull market. Your fastest moving average is on top. Your next fastest moving average is in the middle. And your slowest moving average is on the bottom. Now, if you're in the DCA Patreon, you have the tool already called the DCA SMA Cross. Now, that script has all of the moving averages that we use automatically. But if you see it set up like this, this is what we're waiting for. This is what we want to see happen on Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that other good stuff. And when it does, when Bitcoin does this, it's going to be time for rocket ship. Ethereum Classic just does not have enough volume, enough momentum, enough buyers to really set this thing in motion as far as being in a bull run, technically, right? If we had the volume like Bitcoin does, we'd be going to the moon right now. Which I'm not saying Ethereum Classic still can't or that it won't. I've never even mined Ethereum, to be honest with you, Sonya. I've always mined Ethereum Classic. And I'm actually going to be getting off Ethereum Classic. And I'm thinking about Flux. I've heard a lot of guys talk about the Flux. I know Mikkel and Oz mess with it. So I think my best bet is to move over to Flux. Just for the parallel assets that you get to claim and all the other good stuff. So I think it's going to be good. Ethereum Classic, the profitability for it cut in half for me. Well, it changes a lot. So like half the day I'll get I'll get my shit cut in half, and then the other half of the day I'm running at a normal profit rate as I have been. There was times where I was getting 3 payouts a day, was getting 2 payouts a day pretty consistent. And now I'm lucky if I'm getting 1 payout every 2 days. So I mean the difficulty spike has definitely went through the roof. It's went very high. So it's not profitable for me right now to be running. But you got Ergo, you got Ravencoin, you got a few of these others that are pretty well known. And when Ethereum does its merge, I think these other coins are going to go stupid. Like, it would be dumb right now, not financial advice, but in my opinion, it would be dumb right now to not be holding bags of all of those coins. You should be DCA buying into Ravencoin, into Flux, into Ergo, into all of it. You put any extra money you have into some of those coins, and then, hopefully when this merge happens, we'll be able to make out some good gains and buy some more equipment. I don't plan on stop mining. I actually want to keep growing and keep buying cards and keep adding, especially with newer cards getting ready to come out. Some of the older ones will be a little bit cheaper to buy, and that's kind of how I do it. I can ROI on a card that I pay $150 for pretty quickly. If I take what I mine and I trade it, I can ROI pretty fast. Like the rig that I have right now that I built, it's only like 4 or 5 months old. I'm already ROI'd on it. Everything that I have in it is already bought and paid for, just from it mining and then taking my earnings and trading those occasionally. And take a look at Sol. So Sol's down here, its floor is right around that 30, and it spiked all the way down there to the $24, $25 area. One thing I don't like, Gravestone Doji, yesterday's candle. So that could spell even more down. Did get a bearish cross on the 27th of August. And it's got heavy resistance all the way through it, from the 30s up. So it's going to be a lot for Sol to get up above this. This is a pretty big trend, right? So if you was holding Sol, looking at Sol, doing anything with Sol, you probably have had that line drawn on your chart at least once, right? That's a big damn trend line. And as soon as we broke that trend line, that should have been your cue to sell out of what you had. Why? Market structure. Market structure is important. We're looking left. This is huge market structure, you guys. It's my whole chart. All that. That's a nice, big, significant structure. And when we get a structure like this and we finally break it, every time we test, weaker, 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 we're plucking buyers, plucking buyers. You break that structure and you finally wipe out all those buyers. It's going to take a long time to get back above that. So that would have been my cue to probably dump everything and wait. Here we go. This is not a bear flag formation. I know a lot of our assets have been running in bear flag formations. These did not do lower highs. This did this weird, like a bear flag, right? That's what a bear flag looks like. This kind of did a pennant. Not a valid bear flag, but regardless, it still went down, and we're doing the same kind of thing right now. So be watching Sol. I would not expect it to break 34.35 at all. So if it hits back up to that 34.35, sell out, buy back again when it comes back down to the 30.32. Still holding up on its structure on the weekly. I mean, this is pretty significant over here. That market structure is pretty significant. You can see that we're respecting it and we're holding it. So as long as we hold this, we cannot close below 30. We get a close below 30, it's going to spell disaster. You're definitely going to see a drop down to 20, and 20 don't look like it's going to hold. There's a little bit of support there, 1860 to 19. That doesn't look very good. So if it was to get this low into that 1819, definitely going to go back down to 5. And everybody's like, that's effing crazy, but it's possible. I know this isn't your wheelhouse, but if you can do it an in-depth tutorial of how you trade on every last one of the styles you have, it'd make it an 1.5 hour long video. Well, we're trying to keep it at an hour. But yeah, definitely. I want to start doing shorts and doing little stuff like that and doing little tips and tricks, but definitely need to do some more updated in-depth of how I'm trading, why I'm trading. So why it's definitely good to be in the Patreon group. Usually if I post a trade in there, I'm telling you guys why I'm trading it, why are we taking this risk, and trying to make some sense out of it, right? Because we don't just willy-nilly go in and say, all right, we're going to buy here and we're going to sell here. There has to be some kind of information and some kind of reasoning why. And may that be the checklist that we're looking at and going off of, our trading rules, you know, the stuff that we should be doing. Should be a set of rules that you always abide by when making a trade, and a checklist. And if you can't check off everything in your list, then you should be sitting on your hands, not taking that trade. What are you mining right now, Sonya? You mining Ethereum? But we could definitely plan it to be a longer video, do a more in-depth. I want to do some live trading, but it's super hard to catch that, you know. Here lately, I've just been setting my trades up, leaving, coming back, and then being like, oh man, I'm in great profit right now. Let's go ahead and cut it, take your monies and run. Is there anything you guys are looking at, wanting to buy, sell? Take a look at old CoinGecko. Let's take a look at old SHIB. Now, if you were in the Patreon group, you would have gotten this trade. We went short right here on the 200-day moving average, and that was a hell of a trade. I took profit down here, And I actually did a SHIB short that is 1,000 SHIB X or something like that. Kudo OS profit switching. Yeah, SHIB don't look like it's doing anything impressive either right now. Under the 50-day moving average. Kind of got a trend here. I gotcha. Mine was profitable. Gotcha. See, I never got too much into doing that. Only because as soon as you start doing that, then you have to have, you know, you got to make sure you got a wallet for that asset and blah 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 blah, and it's sometimes it can get too much. What's your most favorite thing that you're mining right now? I hear mining Flux is pretty easy on the cards, so it might be something you want to look into. Plus, just for mining it and holding it, all the other assets you get to claim to, that you'll end up getting all the parallel assets. So not only are you mining Flux, but you'll be getting paid out in several other things. I think it's 3 other coins that you get paid out in as well. You'd have to double check with Oz or Mikkel, but when you mine Flux, you get paid out in several. Smart man, going right into BTC. So I'd be doing it too. Oh, Bitcoin Diamond. Old Bitcoin Diamond. I haven't heard of that in a minute. I've also been playing a game called Crash. It's on stake.io. It's a little gambling game. So basically the ball starts and it goes 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x. And you got to exit out before it crashes. It'll just crash in the middle of nowhere, right? So you put like $100 in there, and then you start it, and it goes to 2x, cash out. And you can even set it up and do a bot where it'll cash out like at 1.5. So like I'd set a bot up and I'd bet $100 and I'd have it cash out at 1.5. And the chances of it going to 1.5 and crashing before 1.5 were a lot greater. So I was winning quite a bit on there. Bitcoin and Raven coin. Like 10 now? Damn. 10 parallel assets you're getting paid out in for mining Flux? See? See there, Sonyanir? Definitely worth looking into. That's what's piquing my interest about it. So I'm gonna have to do it, I think. I know my last mining rig did not like Flux at all. Stuff broke. and shit just didn't work out for me. What up, Gundy? When I first started mining, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was Boss and Mikkel, and they were holding my hand and they were getting everything downloaded for me and setting everything up. And I remember he asked me, so what is it that you want to mine? And I just, out of nowhere, it was just like Ethereum Classic. Had no clue why I wanted to mine it. Or no, it wasn't Ethereum Classic, it was Raven coin. Raven coin. That shit's hot. I don't know, I don't like really intensive workload stuff, you know what I mean? Yep, that's what I'm doing, man. Just slowly add one here, one there. As soon as your rig pays for one, buy another one. Pays for one, buy another one. If only if I'd have known the guys at DCA a lot sooner, I'd have been doing this a lot sooner, right? If I would have never have known them guys, I never, ever, ever would have attempted to build a mining rig. No way. TRB. I want to look at TRB. The reason why I want to look at it is I've been shorting it a lot. And TRB went way down today. So I do have a long in on this. I see it's moving up. 1911. It's right where my long is right around the 19 something area. I didn't post this in the Discord because I did not know what the reason was why this thing dumped like it did, and it took out 30% of its gains, but I was shorting up in here on TRB. Again, I don't know what asset this is. I don't know the name of it. I don't know what the hell it does. I don't know shit, right? I'm only trading these setups. So like when I go into the Bybit or Phemex or wherever it is I'm trading, I do not look at what the coin is. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. We're only trading setups. It kind of sucks though that we made it all the way down below that 200-day moving average, because I do have a long in here, but now that I'm looking at it on a more scrolled out view, the 200-day acts as resistance, and we have a pretty significant area right there. So I might have jumped the gun here. We'll see. We might still have some more down. It might go down to the next layer and go down here to that 13-ish. How many mega hash you get out of that thing? I've seen all kinds of them on sale on Marketplace right now for like 150 bucks. My kids want a gaming PC for Christmas, so I was actually thinking of getting something of the sort and throwing it in a gaming PC for them. They only play like Fortnite and Valorant and stuff like that, so you know, I don't have to have nothing too crazy. But there's a guy I'm talking to. He's got a 3700X, a motherboard, and RAM for it, 16 gig of RAM. Everything's new for 180 bucks. So I mean, that's a stupid deal, because a 3700X is like 300 bucks right now, I think. What up, Gallo? I know, Gundy, right? And hopefully I can capitalize on it this time and really make it worth it. I don't think mining is going to go anywhere. I think we're, you know what I mean? I don't see good things for Ethereum. Like everybody says how good the merge is and blah, 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 and all that bullshit. There's so many different places to go build stuff. You know what I mean? Why would you want to build anything on Ethereum anyways? Even after it does its merge. Hopefully some better ecosystem takes over. And, you know, the only reason why Ethereum is big right now is because of the miners. And once the miners are gone and there's no more of that speculation at all with Ethereum, I think it'll die. I think it'll slowly die. Golden Wolf, what up, Broham? Damn LHR cards are not liking the heat today. So my man cave is in the basement, and that's where my mining rig is, and some of my computer stuff. My computer stuff is spread out a little bit everywhere. Like, I have monitors and laptops. I got one in my bedroom. I have one out by my recliner. I have one sitting right here next to me, and I have one sitting to the right of me. So, I mean, I got a million fucking laptops and I mean, I can usually get to a chart pretty quickly when I'm home, right? And I don't like trading and then having to be in one spot. So, you know, if I'm upstairs or I'm doing whatever, I need to be able to get to my stuff. But anyway, my washer and dryer is down in my basement. And a couple days ago, I'm down in the basement. I'm like, man, my wife just did laundry. She just dried some stuff, dried clothes and stuff. I'm like, man, my freaking cards are like really hot for some reason. Well, I realized that the next load she put in, that the lint, the hose to the lint giddy up, fell off the back of the dryer. So all the hot air was just blowing out from the dryer into the basement. All the lint and everything. Oh God. It's freaking out. I'd be blowing shit all over my cards. Well, Sonia, even if we go into a bull run and Ethereum's merged already and we go into a bull run, I don't think that'll have any effect on the price of that kind of stuff anymore. I don't, until the next Ethereum comes in, right? Until the next big thing comes. Yep, dad stuff always gets booted to the dungeon, that's right. I appreciate that, Gundy. Smash them likes. 81 today, Golden Wolf. It was 90 here yesterday. And then this morning when I got up, it was like in the low 50s. It was stupid. So, fall is coming. Fall is coming. I can't wait. Ooh. TRB is down to 1895, so I'm using 20x leverage right now. I got in at 19, I think it was like 1923 maybe, somewhere around in there. So I'm down 1.5%, so that means I'd be down a little over 30% on my leverage trade. What kills me is people posting profits. Like, you guys know how I'll screenshot like my 100% or 200% or whatever it is. I got this one guy that he will send me pictures all the time like that, but he sends the whole picture, right? So I can see like his entry, his exit, I can see his leverage, I can see everything. So the guy's using 125x leverage, which is insane. But basically, it has to move 1% in the direction of the way you called the trade. So if you said Bitcoin was going down, you would only need Bitcoin to go down 1% for your profit then to say that you are up 125%. See what I'm saying? So I'm really only impressed on them 100, 200% gains when you're using low leverage, like 10 or 20x, 25x, 30x. It's super easy to go 100x and pull out 5, 6, 700% trades, right? It's only got to move 5, 6, 7% to get that. It's kind of confusing. We'll go over all that leverage talk another day. But if you guys need help doing any kind of trading, you're looking at any kind of asset, please do not hesitate to jump in the DCA Discord. Hit me up. Let me know what you're trading. We'll pull up a chart. We'll chart it together. Show me what you see. I'll show you what I see. Hopefully we can make it a little bit clearer for you and you make a better decision. Definitely hit me up, hit the Patreon group up if you're interested in learning how to trade, get the basics down, get some tools, get some private channels, all that good stuff. You don't want to miss it. Then once a month, last Sunday of every month, the Patreons get a special Patreon only where we all get together in the Discord and we shoot the shit and you guys kind of get a behind the scenes look at what goes on here. But with that being said, you guys, I'm hopping off here. I'm going to go check my trade that I know I'm in the red in. Can't win them all, right? But I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Make sure you remember what I said about Bitcoin. It was very important. And if you missed it, then rewatch the video, at least the beginning. I always start off with Bitcoin, so it's right there at the front of the video. Definitely rewatch it. Check it out. Get ready for the rest of this week. Do or die for Bitcoin. And with that being said, y'all have a good night. I will see you all on the next one.